Good morning and welcome in, everyone. Before we get into this morning's update, I want to go over what I see developing in the market. First, excellent response from gold, excellent response from silver. Commodity stocks today should look pretty good. Remember, if it gets back over 342 for B2 gold, that is a firm signal that you need to be holding it until it goes higher. And for First Majestic, if it gets over that 640 area, it's going to be very interesting today. We'll see if these are topping from yesterday or if these create new highs. We'll watch this later on in the day. So when we do the live tonight, we'll talk more about commodities, but I'm very pressed for time right now. We got to get my son to school at 8:30, which means this will be about a 10 to 15 minute update. What I'm seeing with XRP right now is we're at 58.55, but I see a W reversal that's trying to form here. And this could be a nice move here this morning if it plays out. You could put your stop loss if you are in a trade and you're like, I'm a little nervous, Tom. What if it doesn't break out? Well, from the short-term speculation, you go from here, from the 200-day, you're looking at about a move to 60 cents on this technical drop or this technical move. And what we're basing this on is not just that bull flag, but we've also got what looks like a W reversal. Boom. And a bullish Gartley at that. It formed a Gartley reversal last night. If it can follow through, and a follow through brings you right up here to 60 cents. So the technical target right now, let's just say this plays true from where we're at right now. We'll go from the 58.50 level. The technical target's about a 2.6% move right now. So it's about 2.6%. If you're on a leverage trade 10x, that's 26.6. If you're on a 5x trade, that's about 11.32%. So modify your risk. And like I said, if that W reversal stays intact, you could put a stop loss down here. It's not a very big stop loss at all from where it's at. I mean, I would put it at like 57.9, 57, just to get below that structure. And if it is meant to break out, this should stay intact. And it looks really good this morning as far as the possibility. Now, it could break down. You know, there's no doubt about it. We could break down. I don't have a magic ball. I don't have a magic 8-ball. I'm not a wizard. You know, I'm not a magician. But what I do is I look at the pattern setups and I take an educated and informed decision. Like yesterday, taking the profit at $3.42 on B2 gold. And I think it was at, what was it at yesterday on First Majestic? $6. It's almost back up there. I said yesterday this could be a bad decision because I might just be rebuying it as it comes right back over my sell. So I was hoping to get it to come down to that support structure, but B2 gold's pressing me. If it comes back over 342 where I sold, I'll just rebuy it and let it ride back to the top. But I'm hoping that this is still going to need a consolidation and this is the overzealous retest. But I don't know. I don't know because of the rate cuts. So I told you gold, silver, and all that's going to be explosive. So this is just something I do. So now if I had to rebuy it back, let's say I have to buy B2 gold. I bought it at 263, sold at 342. Let's say I have to buy it at 343. The one thing that does for me is it resets my P&L. I don't like to see plus 3, plus 5, plus 10,000. I was up $3,300 on B2 gold. I don't like seeing that because then if I lose, I see it dipping away that I could have kept. And now I can keep the profit and still buy the original 8,000 shares. And then if it goes up to where I was at, I would obviously have to spend the whole amount. But it would start at 0. So then I can see from a 0 basis exactly what's happening from that point of attack. I like to see it from the exact point of attack because then it gives me the right mindset. So if I were to buy it in and it comes back over 342, let's just say I buy it at 345 today. Now I know if it comes down 10% from 345, I know the dynamic. I already know it came up. I know it cleared back out to the downside. Now we're looking at, for me, it needs to get over the double top areas. So for B2 gold, it's got to get over like that 343, 344. For First Majestic, it's got to get over that $6.45, $6.50. That's what we want to see. Or $6.35, something like that. So that's my focus. But let me timestamp this, and we got to finish this very quickly. Good morning. 8:01 p.m. or 8:01 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Thursday, September 19th, 2024. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of again. got excited about just some of the stuff that's developing this morning. We've got Bitcoin up 929 points or 1.5%, pushing that 63,000. And it looks like Bitcoin as well is playing off of its bull flag this morning. And during the Fed talk, when everything retraced in crypto, I said this is a fantastic sign, because this is the sign that we're going to have continuation up. I got a lot of comments saying, oh, Tom, see, everything went down. XRP is a pile of garbage. It's down at the 50. Yeah, right? That's what ends up happening. And then what happens right after that? After the consolidation, everybody always oversteps. They overspeak. They never pay attention to the actual flow. Now, if this does break down, you know, some could be vindicated. Maybe it is a pile of shit. Maybe that W doesn't play out. But I think it set up a nice consolidation. But we won't know until we see. Does it breach that 58-cent mark and invalidate this W reversal? Or does it play off this nicely? This isn't in the 1 minute time frame. This is in the 30, the 45. You can see this W formed. We can see the W form. So technically, anywhere from here and down, as long as it doesn't invalidate that 58-cent mark, you should be buying on a leverage if you're a leverage trader. On a spot trade, obviously, it's up to you. But I'm talking to the leverage traders out there. If you're looking for a setup, there's a setup, but you have to remember, if it gets below the setup, it invalidates the thesis. That's the hardest part of leverage trading, because if thesis gets invalidated, even on a 5x trade, let's say you have a $300 trade right now. On a 5x trade, you figure that's a 0.7% drop, 0.8% at the most. That's 3%, you know, it's not much, but it's still 13 bucks roughly it'll cost you. You know, somewhere between $9 and $12. Depending on if you have 300 or 400, it just depends. But you're looking for opportunity on the charts. So when I come here every single morning, I'm looking for opportunity, but I'm also looking for transparency so that I can see what's going on in the day. First pull up came back down. It came down just a little bit high. I almost targeted that so perfectly, but it came down a little bit farther than that area, and now it's done that V shape, and it looks really nice here. Even last night, when we had the initial push up to 58.1, we ended up coming back down to 57 cents and revalidating on this V-shaped recovery. And now it looks like we're in a good spot here. It looks like we're in a good spot. And, you know, maybe it comes back up all the way to the 61.5. We won't know, because we know we don't have the technical target right now. That'll get us up to about 60.06. But if it gets up into that range, I expect us at some point here to retest this cup and handle resistance, which the technical target's right around just over 60 cents. The cup and handle resistance is at 60.72. So if I'm asking myself this morning what I'm looking for, I'm looking to see if XRP can play bullish off of this W reversal, and then see if we can make some noise. So that's what we're looking at for the immediate short term for XRP. And then we'll see if we can come up into the cup and handle resistance, which is just above that technical target at 60.72 cents. I mean, and if we're looking at this, that's what it looks like we're going to try to do possibly here this morning. And I'm excited to see this. It's a nice setup here. I'm excited to see if it can play out in the shorter term. We can see the lower target. But if you play it from here, we can see that this is starting to set up here. It really is. So unless we get invalidated, which, hey, you guys have seen as much as I have. We've had setups and 10 minutes later they invalidate because we get a sell volume or we get a bunch of sell pressure, we get some negative news, and then, you know, it just ends up rolling over. So we'll see if it rolls over or if it plays out the technical move. Right now, the technical move for XRP is right about 60 cents. And then obviously over the top at 60.7, I would not rule that out for an overrun. And then if we get over that cup and handle resistance at 60.7 cents, we can be on the move. And then your first target would be, if you get over that 60.7, then right over the top, you've got around 62. And then over the top there, you've got about 64. So a lot of resistance in the area, but there's opportunity. So we'll see if the opportunity plays out or if the opportunity is a facade. I'm XRP Future Millionaire. If you appreciated this update, make sure to hit that subscribe button. I've got to let this out. I'm running up against it. We got to leave in less than 14 minutes, so it doesn't give me a lot of time to release this. Consider subscribing to the channel and joining the over 23,500 subscribers, as XRP slightly moving right now to 58.68, it looks like. But we'll see how this plays out. I fully anticipate this W reversal to play out in our favor, but I expect the worst. That's just how I am. If you're looking to trade XRP or your favorite crypto, look in the video description below and our pinned comments. You've got BITUNIX, and HOTCOIN, both exchanges I love to death. I like BITUNIX a little bit more. They both have, well, BITUNIX has the lowest spot and leverage trading fees that I've found. HOTCOIN's right behind it. No VPN or KYC on either exchange. You can copy trade me on HOTCOIN. We had a bit of issues yesterday, but came out on top. Ended up going to an all-time high on P&L. The plus minus percentage, we're up $270+ right now, or 270% on our $100 challenge. So 100 is at $370 right now. Despite all the errors yesterday, it was a pretty fascinating thing. We had two great trades on the day, and we're in this trade right now. Rain or shine. You know, if it comes below 58 cents, I'd probably get rid of it, lose about 12 bucks. But right now, it's in a nice spot. And we'll see what happens here. Consider sending personal support too if you like what I do, if you appreciate all the time I put in, or the madness and the hours I do, and I have. You can always send a YouTube super chat or join Tom's Army. I would love to see people join Tom's Army, especially in this time we're in right now.